Cay, a chain of islands between the Lower Keys and Cuba. The Coast Guard picked up the case as a rescue mission and returned to drop water, food, and a radio to them on Monday. Just like the Gilligan's Island, they had a radio too, right? Remember that? Here on Gilligan's Island. The Coast Guard said the group appeared dehydrated, fatigued, and, quote, in dire straits due to a lack of fresh water on the island.
Money for nothing.
All right, let's do the chump line here. They put the lime in the coconut, eat it right up. They put the lime in the coconut.
Lovey, I'm rather distressed that Genghis Carr and his tabloid talk radio brethren are going after my longtime supporter and former friend, Bruce Springfield. I remember when he said his concerts would single-handedly win the presidency for me in 2004. Well, he blew it in 2004, and now he blew in 2008.
They're actually claiming he only blew in 2002. But I really find it hard to believe that that's a true story. A guy, Bruce Springsteen, beautiful person extraordinaire, private jet owner, John Kerry, acolyte, gets arrested in the most corrupt state in the Union for having a single shot of tequila. It sounds hard to believe, doesn't it? Unless the cop was having a very, very bad day. Someone, by the way, just tweeted out and said they were catching up on the podcast from yesterday. Taylor, they said they really liked him, but we missed a couple of names. We could have called him Bruce Springsteen. Get it? As in beer stein.
Oh, very good. How about Bruce Spring Me? As in spring me from the can.
Did you read up on Thunderbird, by the way? Are you now an expert on Thunderbird?
So after the show yesterday, I didn't get the Thunderbird joke, and I had to ask if Thunderbird was a drink. And I did not recall it. I've never heard of Thunderbird, but I did not read up on it either.
Oh, I sent you a story about Thunderbird.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
I didn't see it.
I was gonna quiz you. What's the word? Thunderbird. How's it sold?
I could have guessed that.
Very cold.
Oh, I see.
And I told you it was a fortified drink in a bottle. 40 proof. It was 40 proof.
Do they still sell it, or is it out?
They redesigned it. It's now a legitimate wine. So of course nobody's buying it. But it was made by Ernest and Julio Gallo. They put it out in 1957. It was all in the story I sent you, Taylor. It first went on the market in 1957, and 40 proof wine. You know how many cases it sold in L.A.? Just L.A. alone in the first month? 19,000. It was the most successful product introduction ever by Ernest and Julio Gallo, who will serve no wine or fortified wine before its time.
That was Paul Masson.
Well, same thing.
Well, so much for the Jeep deal. For his 2022 Super Bowl commercial, Bruce Springsteen will be lecturing America from the backseat of an Uber.
The Chump Line is brought to you by Matthews Brothers, America's oldest window manufacturer. This week celebrating old guys like TB12, who looked yesterday like he was under the influence of some Thunderbird.
He had some avocado tequila, he said.
Like Matthews Brothers, and even old guys like Howie. Tom's no longer a New Englander, but he's still a winner. Matthews Brothers is 167 years old, but we're still growing, and Howie has 26 years behind the mic, but his reach continues to expand. You just can't keep a champion down.
Tom Brady looked full-on Florida man yesterday.
It was great. And did you notice that right about the time he was enjoying himself, the Biden administration leaked that they were thinking about shutting down the flights to Florida? They don't like
too much fun down there.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was about. It's not about the virus. It's about fun.
People are throwing trophies from boats. What's going on?
They're walking. They're having a good time. It's warm. They're not beaten down. Their will hasn't been broken. The screws haven't been turned. We're going to have to shut down the entire Sunshine State of Florida.
I just got a super secret message to pass along from you from Governor Charlie Baker. He says, X-nay on the Ishbay story.
Yeah, when Ishmael resigned today, the Globe finally decided to pick up the story. 6 days late. Better late than never.
How many masks must a man put on before Dr. Fauci approves?
It depends on the day. If you don't like the answer, come back in a couple of hours, and he'll give you a different answer. Let's play the Fauci cut, though. It's about vaccinations. Cut 21.
Time we get to April, that will be what I would call, for better wording, open season. Namely, virtually everybody and anybody in any category could start to get vaccinated.
By the time I get to April, it's open season.
Or how about the old Merle Haggard song? If we can make it through April. Now it's April. If we can make it through April. I don't think open season is the right word. Although maybe, it's been open season on Americans for the last year as far as Fauci is concerned. So maybe he wants to continue open season.
I honestly can't remember if Dr. Fauci told me to wear 2 masks or 3, but couldn't that goal be accomplished by simply wearing a thicker mask?
Or you could just move to Florida and forget about it. But you better move fast because they're going to shut down the airports.
Imagine getting $183,000 a year to say, circle back 30 times a day.
She is. You want to hear a lame? This is a lame Jen Psaki cut here. This is the old. Well, you'll hear it. Cut 2.
Well, we say to teachers, we want you to be able to go back to school and go back to school safely. And, the president is married to a teacher, Dr. Biden. He's known many thousands of teachers throughout his career. He listens to them. We all engage with a range of groups about their concerns, about what their objectives are. Most teachers will tell you they want to be in the classroom.
Really? That's not the impression I get. Biden is married to a teacher? Dr. Biden? Bring back Kaylee. Bring back Kaylee McEnany.
1 mask, 2 masks, 3 masks, 4. In a few months, Fauci, you'll be out the door.
Don't count on it. Don't count. Saint Anthony. When did the canonization proceedings begin in Vatican City? He'll be the first guy ever canonized when he's alive.
So, Howie, what are you wearing for the 1-year anniversary of 14 Days to Flatten the Curve?
Tell you one thing I'm not going to be wearing, and that's a mask.
Due to climate change, East Boston is now in the ocean, and the west coast of Massachusetts is in Lake Champlain.
Yeah, what is it with these drifters that come in and they don't know? The fake Indian thinks Massachusetts has a west coast. Robert B. Reich, who was relocated to Berkeley, where this guy's probably headed back to, he didn't know the name of Berkshire County, the westernmost county, and now Driftin' Dave thought it's Noddle Island. That's what they used to call East Boston, I believe, Noddle Island. He thinks it's Eastern Boston.
If God wanted me to wear 2 masks, he would have given me 2 noses, phony Fauci.
You're canceled, pal. You're going to be shunned in polite society. Your Twitter account is revoked. Your Instagram account is revoked. You see, they went after Robert F. Kennedy Jr. They took away his Instagram account. I told you they're coming after Democrats, too. It was just a matter of time.
That was your last Chump Line message. Thank you for calling Howie Carr, you chump.
Okay, that's it for the Chump Line today. The Chump Line is the recorded voicemail message service of the Howie Carr Show. You can call and leave a message. at any time between the hours of 1 and 4 Eastern Time. The CHUMPLINE number, if you'd like to leave such a message, 844-500-4242. That's 844-500-4242. Press 2, leave your message, and we may or may not play it at this time each weekday. If we didn't play it now, we may play it when we post Chopped Chumps. That's our podcast that we post around 7 o'clock Eastern every weeknight. And get your Chopped Chumps wherever you get your other Howie Carr Show podcast. The Chump Line is brought to you by Matthews Brothers, America's oldest window manufacturer. This week celebrating old guys like TB12, like Matthews Brothers, and even old guys like Howie. Tom's no longer a New Englander, but he's still a winner. Matthews Brothers is 167 years old, but we're still growing, and Howie has 26 years behind the mic, but his reach continues to expand. You just can't keep a champion down.
How many masks must a man put on before Dr. Fauci approves?
We've got some pictures of the state trooper in a mask today. We should probably post some of those again, Taylor. I think people enjoy it. It cheers them up to see him in a mask. I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm always looking at a screen nowadays, now more than ever. And whether you're an avid news watcher or in serious need of a distraction, unplugging yourself is easier said than done. Well, one of my favorite ways to rest my eyes all through the day, whenever I get tired of looking at that screen and still getting the content that I'm itching for, is by putting in my Raycon wireless earbuds and listening to something great. There's nothing better in the morning when I'm out on my bike ride or at night when I'm at home and I don't want to watch TV, but I don't want to bother the mailroom manager, so I just put those buds in.
You really get lost in your own world with the Raycons. A lot of other headphones I've used, they claim to be noise canceling, but still some noise leaks in. I was wearing them in the office one day, and both of the producers behind me were trying to get my attention. I couldn't hear them because I was listening to Frank Sinatra or Alan Sherman or something. And it was great.
What better recommendation can you get for Raycons than you can't hear the people that are right around you? That's the best recommendation you can get. Raycons are built to perform anywhere and any time with water and sweat resistant construction and Bluetooth that pairs quickly and seamlessly. And with enough battery life for 6 hours of playtime, you can unplug for a while. You can not hear your children, your spouse, your coworkers, anybody. What could be better? Raycons come in a range of stylish colorways with a comfortable in-ear fit for a more discreet look. The best part, Raycon makes great sound accessible to everyone with wireless earbuds starting at half the price of other premium audio brands. Raycon's offering 15% off all their products for my listeners, and here's what you've got to do to get it. Go to buyraycon.com/Howie. That's 15% off at buyraycon.com/Howie. Buyraycon.com/Howie. I'm Howie Carr.
The Howie Carr Show.
Here are some rapid-fire questions with Taylor Cormier. What would you eat for your last meal on Earth?
I'm fond of old favorites, childhood favorites. I'd go with my mother's